All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Mindful Moments session. My name is Jean, and it's an honor to be able to host these sessions for you all. As always, thank you all so much for joining me, and let's get started. This kind of these mindful moment sessions are all going to be focused around these 10 qualities of mindfulness. And so this week, we're specifically going to be focusing on beginner's mind and impermanence and looking at the walking meditation practice. So, what is having the mindful quality of a beginner's mind? Well, having a beginner's mind is seeing things as if you were seeing them for the first time, even though you might have seen them many times before. You see everything around you with openness, receptivity, and curiosity. Seeing with these fresh eyes can bring back a sense of wonder and awe to people, situations, and moments that have become ordinary or maybe taken for granted. And this being appreciative and having this wonder and awe can invite gratitude and joy. Um, and then what is the mindful quality of impermanence? Impermanence reminds us that nothing stays as is in nature, whether our bodies, emotions, political systems, and family dynamics. Connect, savor, and enjoy your life as it was and as it is in each moment. So we'll see how these two mindful qualities relate to our topic of walking meditation. So, walking meditation is a joyful way to practice mindfulness with movement. During mindful walking, we can discover the stable feeling of the ground that is always there supporting you, and that we might not notice if we weren't especially paying attention to it. Um, So, going for a walk, and we're going to go through some guidelines or some tips of how to have a better experience when practicing walking meditation. So, a big part of walking meditation is to really take in your surroundings, and notice how your surroundings can change with different seasons if you're walking on the same path. Um, so as you can see in the picture here, it's the same road with the same trees, just in different seasons, and it looks a lot different. So maybe in the spring we see lots of green, as well as in the summer. In the fall, we see lots of leaves, and in the winter, sometimes there's snow. And you can notice all of these things that will help you kind of better be grounded in the present and to not let your mind wander to anything that's not related to the present moment. Um, and However, the goal here is not to take this environment and notice the surroundings and then think about something that's related to the surroundings. For example, if you see an apple tree, the goal here is not to think of the ingredients to your favorite apple pie recipe. Um, the goal here is just to notice the apple tree and then kind of just move on to something else, or try your breathing exercise. Notice your breathing. These are all different ways that we can better practice mindful meditation, walking meditation. Here's another example with a painting of four seasons. So now we're going to go through some specific tips or guidelines that we can follow when we're practicing mindful walking. So the first thing that we want to do is find a place that is relatively peaceful, or even where someplace you can't be bothered, since sometimes this kind of mindful walking practice, it may look a little off to some people who don't know of this walking meditation. Um, so choose a place that is relatively peaceful, whether it's indoors or outdoors. You don't really have to walk on a long trail because you can practice also retracing your steps and circling back and forth. And the whole purpose of walking meditation is to deliberately think about certain things that you normally um, just do automatically, such as lifting your foot, and feeling the weight of your foot as it touches the ground. And you may walk at any speed, but it's suggested that you take small steps and then walk slowly. So, what is slow mindful walking like? So, for slow mindful walking, we want to lift our right foot with awareness as we inhale. Put down your right foot heel first and then toes down as you exhale. Shift your weight to the right foot. Now attend to the other side. So we lift our left foot with awareness as we did it with our right foot. Breathing in, put down your left foot, heel first, and place your toes down, breathing out. Now we shift our weight to the right foot and repeat what we just did, walking slowly. And generally, it's recommended to take longer walks if that is possible. So we'll go through the walking process one more time. So first, we inhale, we lift our right foot, and then we place our right foot on the ground, heel first, and then toes down as we exhale. Then we shift our weight to the left foot, put our left foot up, then we step down with our heels first, then toe down, toes, then we exhale. So if you're able to, for this mindful practice, we're going to be practicing this mindful walking. So if you're able to stand up, that would be perfect. So now we're going to transition to actually practicing the walking meditation that we just talked about. But first, I would like us all to take 3 deep breaths. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. All right. Oh, I think I might have forgotten to share my sound. All right. So now that we have finished our mindful practice, we're going to talk about our discussion questions. How did you feel when envisioning walking mindfully just now during the mindful practice? Now that some of us have gotten vaccinated, where are some places where we can practice mindful walking? And what mindful qualities do we use in walking meditation? So personally, how did I feel when envisioning walking mindfully? I felt very blissful, um, especially with the video that was playing in the background. Um, it was like we were going on a walk, except not actually. It was like the surroundings with the lake and the mountains. Overall, the video was very good quality, so I really enjoyed being able to practice with that. I think it was very calming. And now that some of us have gotten vaccinated, so some places I practice mindful walking now is either sometimes in my neighborhood. Um, we just me and my family, we walk on the sidewalks, either in the morning or in the evening when it's cooler. We can also practice mindful walking just inside the house sometimes when there's not enough time to go outside. But sometimes on the weekends, I've been going to some hiking trails or maybe like a park too, so we can practice mindful walking. And what mindful qualities do we use in walking meditation? Well, we use awareness as we have to really be in the present moment. We have to take in our surroundings. We have to be aware of what's around us, but at the same time, try not to let our surroundings guide us to something that's not directly in the present moment. And beginner's mind is another mindful quality we use in walking meditation because a good way to kind of get yourself to be more noticeable of the things that we usually ignore, such as how we walk, is to kind of experience things from a new perspective. So seeing things as if you were seeing them from the first time, this will help you have a better interest, experience wonder and awe in scenes or things that you might normally do every day and not notice much about it. So having a beginner's mind definitely helps in walking meditation. And also, last thing is impermanence, which we talked about today as well. With impermanence, we did talk about those 4 seasons and how nothing about one particular scene is permanent. So each day, even if you walk the exact same trail or path, there's going to be something that's a little different. And maybe you can try to look for that thing to help you kind of be more engaged and more aware, having that awareness. When you're practicing walking meditation, here's a picture of a place that I went this weekend to walk, and there's a cartoon character there. But definitely, I enjoy being able to walk in these calming environments. Yes. So make it a good habit to kind of practice going out in nature more often, especially now that the pandemic is that now that a lot of people are getting vaccinated. Sometimes it's good for us definitely to get exercise. So and to get off our devices once in a while, to go out in nature. So now we'll conclude with a mindful quote relating to what we talk about this week. Life is available only in the present. That is why we should walk in such a way that every step can bring us to the here and now. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It was an honor to be able to host this session for you all, and I hope you all took something from this or enjoyed this session. I certainly did enjoy it, and I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead.